Hey friends, this is Crystal with Booth Crush. Welcome back, whether you are new or returning. We share business resources, tips, and tricks for booth and store owners. We also have a blog, a Facebook page, a Facebook group. You can find us on Instagram and Pinterest. So come join us. Today, I am sharing ideas for April booth merchandise. And I know we are halfway into the month already. I'm always late to the game, but your March merchandise should be carried over through April because most of us reset in March for spring. So, mainly today, we're going to be focusing on ideas for Mother's Day gifts. And if you haven't decorated your booth for Mother's Day, you need to get on that because the shoppers are out there and they're looking. The first idea that comes to mind would be a gift certificate. Who wouldn't love to get a gift certificate from their favorite antique mall or shop? And these are so easy to do. You can come over to our website. We have these available for purchase. All you do is purchase, download them, print them on heavy cardstock. You can get the heavy cardstock at Staples. And then you just print them out, fill them in with the amount, and you're done. So vintage ephemera would be the next one, like those old greeting cards. I thought this was a really sweet vignette. I don't know the name of the booth. If any of you know the name, let me know and I'll tag them down below. But this dealer just took the old vintage greeting cards, tucked them down into a little wooden box, and then did the little faux tulips over to the side. And then any kind of old letters or vintage books. People love to decorate with books all year round. And I thought this was a sweet display to have like an open book with a little teacup and little faux flowers. And then these are like vintage scraps of wallpaper or like a atlas out of a book. And then we have these available for purchase on our website. If you're going to do larger books, you'll need to enlarge these. These are made mainly for the smaller books. And then vintage teapots and cups. This is a sweet display. This is at the Marietta Antique Mall. I don't know the name of the booth, but I just wanted to share this really pretty booth with you guys. If anybody knows the name of the booth, let me know and I'll be happy to tag them. But this booth has like a Victorian vibe. They have lots of china, and I thought this was such a pretty setup. It has like little greeting cards and just little touches of lace, just very feminine. This dealer has created little vignettes everywhere, and she did a really good job. So I just wanted to share this. This booth is at the very back of the store. So don't forget those vintage teapots and teacups. And of course, like greeting cards, like these little note packs. I thought these little vignettes were so sweet with the little gloves. And then don't forget your pretty dishes, your cake plates. I love these hazel atlas crinoline dishes. And then any kind of vanity item. And then your art. This is back at the Marietta Antique Mall. This is like a 16 by 20. It's from 1911, but how sweet is this mother-daughter picture? I loved this. But you can also find art on Etsy. And then your picture frames, these can be vintage or newer. And then don't forget jewelry and vintage purses, perfume bottles, any kind of makeup items like your little combs and mirror sets, your old powder jars, and then jewelry, and this can be newer or vintage. I thought this was a pretty little display to like stage makeup brushes or tubes of lipstick. And then don't forget your vintage perfume bottles. These can be empty or used. When I was in the Marietta Antique Mall, I saw these beautiful perfume bottles, and they must have been used like at a cosmetics counter. But look how huge these bottles are on the right compared to the ones over on the left. These were probably sitting on the top of a display like at Macy's or somewhere, but they were like 2 feet tall. And then, of course, vintage hats or hat stands. This is my friend Leslie's booth from Paris Charm. And then eyeglasses, eyewear, like sunglasses. And then candles. I haven't gotten crafty to make candles or wax melts yet, but I've watched enough videos. I want to give it a try, but I'm not going to sell them. I just want to try to make some for my home. And then flowers or vases. I shared this idea with you guys this year. These are some carnations that I would always get when I had a booth, and I would stick them down in the milk glasses and they would always do really well. So you could do that for Mother's Day as well. And then I found this on Pinterest. These are all over Pinterest and Etsy. These are flower stands, and then you just stick the stems down into the little holes, and you could do these with real or faux flowers. And then, of course, last but not least, sewing, your vintage sewing notions. I'm having a hard time talking here at the end of this video. And then this tip is, of course, for you newbies out there. We have a lot of new faces. You always want to be shopping seasons ahead. So all of the Easter is on clearance now, and you guys want to be stocking up and grabbing that while it's on sale. I know you newbies know to do that, but we have a lot of new faces lately. And we thank you guys so much. We know a lot of you have been with us a long time, and we appreciate each and every one of you. But let us know in the comments down below if we missed any good merchandise ideas. And then I'm going to leave you with these vintage ads. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video and got some good tips. And we will see you in the next one.